We're revving up with the market for those brand new Blazing Dominion feels. Make sure you guys smash some crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Discount code MCO40 is still going to save you on your purchase over here on Blazing Dominion from Gamer's Choice. And obviously things have been going great over here. Vada Dragna has moved up to being the third best-selling single in the entirety of the set, which is such a crazy thing to say because, I mean, like, this card is amazing. Harmonia also bringing up the rear at $120, which makes sense because this card is just absolutely good. I see the Terminus also moving on along. Who would have guessed, right, when you make a Dark Lord Searcher, that players are going to start to explore this. But there's a lot of good, cheap, good cards within the set. There's expensive cards too, but discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase. Same thing over here on Kongs. Once again, Vada Dragna, third best-selling card in the set. I want to say it. This card might actually break some expectations here and maybe break some wallets a little bit further along the way. But we'll have to wait and see. But yes, discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase. So, Visus, the broken card. Being able to use this to toggle into the Manadium reframing in the Cool Tune matchup is turned into an insanely powerful discussion by a lot of people. A lot of people are genuinely very excited to, you know, see this card actually, you know, finally coming in the spotlight. And you can also tell because, like, your last cheap listings here, $68, and then you jump up, you eventually hit the $135 mark. You do not have to play the Visus package in the deck for this to, or you don't have to play this in Cool Tune. It's just DLC. It's a good, powerful upgrade that you're able to provide to the deck to have your consistency go up so that the deck feels a little bit better when going first. And that is not a bad thing whatsoever. But you can very easily sub out and play, you know, other things. Lower versions are $7, and even the secret rares from the tins are $4 to $5. So also look at your quantities, 22, 19, you know, up we go, as they say. Intercept Wave. I don't know why I'm shocked about this. This OG Ultimate says all Synchro Monsters go to defense mode and then return all face-up Synchro Monsters to the extra deck during the end phase. You can just let your opponent play into whatever that they want to for their combo line and then blast them with the Intercept Wave. And then they're just staring at you going, oh, crap, like, what do I do? This is $26, $32, $41. Yeah, this is a very powerful cleanup tool to the current list. It also sets a condition, by the way. So no matter what your opponent does, like, you can blast them with this, and then, you know, you've set the condition for the end phase. So whatever board your opponent sets up on, I think that's the thing that's most interesting about this. It just sets the condition to return everything, which is kind of important. Next up here, we have Centurion Trudea. Now, once again, we talk about the universal law of Yuginomics, where, you know, if a card gets reprinted and the already cheap cards, you're going to see the high card go lower and the old lower card go up. And that's kind of the case of what we're seeing here with Trudea. These are now $14 a copy of Trudea, along with $14 a copy of Trudea. And this is if you want to build anything Centurion related, you know, you're going to have to go pay for this this crazy upgrade to be able to do so. Now, the rest of Centurion, I mean, stand-ups are cheap. Even the Legatias being $31 now is kind of insane. This stuff, I'm so surprised at how cheap this stuff is. I will say, though, the Oxwillas being $35 lowest, when, you know, these were pumping up. Yeah, this one recently just went up. Of course, I mean, like, it's probably one of the cooler looking ones, but that's just welcome to Centurion tax. Phantom of Yubel. First of all, QCR is $47 to $50 a piece is kind of interesting, but secret rares, all of a sudden, you probably don't know this, but these are $20 a piece. I had no idea that suddenly Phantom of Yubel had started to gain, you know, this much momentum on today's market. And I guess that's fine, right? When you look at considering what's been happening here, you know, you have generic Good Fiend stuff coming around the corner. So obviously people are going to want to start picking up Phantom of Yubels. Meanwhile, you know, the ultimate rares are, it's crazy because At this stage, I'd rather just pick up the Blob, the Ultimate Rare, for $10 to $11. Because at some point you have to make the concession, right? You got to be like, is it really worth it to spend the price point on the $20 Secret Rare, or is it just better to pick up the Ulti? Nightmare Throne's another topic of conversation, but this also is impacted by the Sacred Beast stuff right around the corner, because the reality is, I mean, like, the Sacred Beast stuff is pretty good, but these are $52 a throne right now, $55 a QCR. Secret Rares, on the other hand, are $5.50 to $6, and Ultras are coming in about $5.40 a piece. So even these are gaining impact because of the Unchained hype right around the corner. Medius the Pure. This card in the last 24 hours has gone terminal. I checked in on this yesterday afternoon, so 8 hours before filming this, and this card was $140. I was confident it was $140. In just a short amount of time, the last $150 one here is going to vanish, and this is going to become a $200 card over time here, and that's Yu-Gi-Oh for you people. There's no reason for this card to be going as crazy as it is right now, other than, you know, every frickin' deck needs it. The Secret Rares from the set, I mean, these, once this is gone, it's $70 on up to 80, and then these are 38s, $38 for Ultras just to have Medius the Pures. Such an insane time in this game's history. Now, this one's even more insane today. Why is Red Reboot disappearing in price? I want an explanation for this from somebody, please. Please enlighten me on how much ban list hype is running around in the back of the room right now for this card to be a discussion point in today's market, because this is insane. I never thought I would see this card just go up in price. Somebody thinks this is coming back. Meanwhile, Super Rares are 5 cents, 20 cents, Commons are 10 cents. But why this? I don't know. I really don't. It's an abnormality for sure. And then, of course, Tri-Brigade Spriggans. These are $50 on up to 53 for Starlights, getting kind of low in listings. Meanwhile, the Secret Rares, these are still rolling in about $11 a piece. I mean, like, you're not seeing any major key drops in these, but I mean, like, it's definitely, it's got its uses. Ghost Trick Alucard, huh? The 2014 versions of these from the tins, these are still $4 to $5 a piece. Now, Alucard is always an interesting card to track. $5, $6, you know. The Wing Raiders rares. Well, rares from Wing Raiders are really $4 a piece? That's kind of crazy. All right. Oh, the WP11, Obese Mermit of Nefariousness. Talk about such an odd card. Your last sale for this was $110. Sold in March. You've not had another one of these come through. Now, World Championship Pack 2011 is always going to be an abnormality. $400 for the Alligator Sword is $400 for the Alligator Sword Dragon. The Alligator Sword is $400. $165 for this. The Great Bill is also up, but the $175. The Breath of Light's also up. The Parrot Dragon is $800. The Meteor Dragon is $150. These card prices in this set are insane. But I mean, like, the set's just strictly a collector's set. You know, they never went back and did a World Champion pack like this again. But I'm glad to see, you know, they're back in celebrating, you know, these things. These are 230 a pack, or 230 at Garuzzi's now. And, you know, those actually do have some value. So talk about just, these are the odd collectibles that you see within the market and so forth. Also, I don't know how many times that I'm going to get posted DR3 cards, but like, there's a DR3 buyout every week that just happens to scrape up in price. I don't know what causes these DR3 cards to go as insane as they do. Somebody's hyping something up for this set, but it's probably just because, like, it's rare and very critically important at this point that you are able to collect some of these cards just to have them. So, alright, well, just another day in the market, that's for sure. But please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.